It's Tracey and Noelle. They're gonna make you LOL on 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk.
Hello and welcome to 90 Day Fiancé Trash Talk. This is episode 277. I'm your host, comedian Tracey Carnazzo, joined by my co-host, comedian Noelle Herzog.
Hi, it's Noelle.
Happily Ever After season 8, episode 13.
Not much happens this episode.
So, The Other Way comes back July 1st.
The Other Way comes back. It comes back. I know it's the first week of July. It comes back.
Okay.
I guess it's the first Sunday of July.
Yeah, I think that's July 1st. Or maybe it's not. There's no way to know.
Well, I would never know because I don't have a calendar.
Yeah,
but...
no, you can't. You can't even look up calendars anymore.
But so that's the next thing coming. So it's like, it's weird that they didn't say the finale is next week. I would think the finale of this
is next week. Yeah, and then they'll have two tell-alls.
So still no Nicole and I almost said Nicole and Azan.
Oh God, what would you do to bring them back?
Honestly, I would trade this whole franchise. Why did they keep bringing back the likes of Big Ed and not Nicole?
Oh God, where is Nicole? It's like, I don't even care if Nicole's just walking around.
Right.
I want to watch it.
It's like, why is that not who is on our screen? We didn't have Lauren and Alexi this week.
Yeah, nothing has happened with them. It's like, oh, she got her surgery. Oh, ow.
How has Nicole and Mahmoud not been on in this is like the third week?
Okay, I'm going to tell you probably why.
Yeah.
They probably let them film for 2 days.
It's crazy. But then why cast so many couples? Why?
I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like stupid.
It's all stupid, but you know what's not stupid? Joining our Patreon at patreon.com/trash talk podcast, where you can find my favorite podcast, Recycled with Noelle and Michael, where they just covered Real Housewives of New Jersey season 2, and now it's up, Mob Wives season 1.
Yeah, this week Michael and I are doing our first Mob Wives recording.
Just throwing it out there. Okay, guys. Also, Still Pumped to Vanderpump Rules podcast, Macaroni Rascals, a Jersey Shore podcast, 90 Day Fiancé, The Single Life. So many people have been like, do you guys cover The Single Life? Yes, of course we do. It's on the Patreon. Go right down there in the show notes. You'll also get our other podcast, BS, where we just kind of
BS.
All right, let's jump into the pool. I'm tired of that.
Okay.
Happily Ever After season 8, episode 13. Let's start off with Liz and Ed. This is the breakup. The breakup is now.
What? I'm sorry, I glitched.
You did glitch. Yeah. So the breakup is now. Liz and Ed.
Is now.
So this is 1 week after the wedding date.
Right. So she's been gone for a month.
Yes. And she's with her mother, and she's going to go to Arkansas to pack things and move to San Diego, but she has nowhere to live and no job.
So here's the thing. It's been a month and you haven't secured a place to live or work because you think you're going to get back together with Ed.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Her mother is her support. Her mom. Okay. This is what I want to tell you. I wrote this down verbatim.
Tell me.
Her mom did a bad job raising her. That's what that's literally
so funny.
Noelle, when I tell you I wrote this verbatim on my notes, I could take a picture of my notes and show you guys. That is
funny.
That was my hot take.
I mean, there's something deeply wrong with Liz, but like her mom is a mutant.
Yeah, no, there's something very wrong. So her mother hates Ed. She calls him an SOB.
Sure, me the same. I agree. But
listen,
he's not very wrong in the situation.
Well, let's talk about what he does do wrong.
Okay.
Ed makes 4 gallons of a smoothie.
He made the biggest smoothie I've ever seen.
He takes 4 gallons of orange juice, a Costco-sized bag of frozen fruit mixed, protein powder.
Okay, Tracey, he used 19 scoops of protein powder. I'm watching this and I'm like, how much gains does this guy think he's getting from this?
He is bulking.
He is bulking for sure.
This yields 619 cups.
It also looks disgusting. The color is so off-putting.
It's putrid.
Yeah. Yes, it's putrefied. It's disgusting.
All right. Well, he bought a pontoon boat.
Okay. I don't know what that means. I'm not really sure what a pontoon is.
The pontoon boats are like that boat that, okay, so you remember when you got married?
Yeah.
You remember that boat that was in the barn?
Yes. Yes.
It's like a lake boat.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
So
a
here, let me see what
lifeboat.
the yeah, it's like everyone just like sits on it. It's like a rafty kind of boat.
He said he's done buying
Um,
expensive cars now.
oh yeah, because that's what we were so worried. We were like, oh, Ed, you have so many
Oh,
expensive
wow.
cars.
Yeah, so many Porsches. Oh.
Pontoon boats are generally less expensive than deck boats and can be a good option for those who have budget constraints. They are also a great option for families and those who want to entertain large groups of people in the water. I mean, this thing is like a raft. It's cool.
Okay.
It's like a
Okay.
raft.
Okay.
Okay. So he says, quote, I can't imagine anyone staying with her long term the way she acts.
Here's the thing. And he's like, basically, like, everybody thinks he's the bad guy. There's something
Both
wrong with
both
her,
of them.
but there's something wrong with him. Equally, there's something wrong with both of them. And it's like, yeah, I can
Same.
understand why someone wouldn't be with her. I mean, would be like her third marriage, right? And she's
Mhm.
like 32.
Oh yeah, both of you.
Yeah, but
that
it's
could be
him
said for
too.
both of you.
Right. That's the thing. It's like your daughter hates you.
Yes. So his house is a disgusting mess. Now, also, Liz said that Ed wasn't easy to love, but she loved him. Yeah, that's called toxic.
Yeah, that's that people like want to pat themselves on the
Yeah.
back.
Oh my
for
God, what a
something like
hero you
that.
are.
Wow. Oh, you loved a jerk
Even
off.
yeah,
Good
even
for
though he was
you.
mean to me, I really loved him. Great.
Yeah,
Good
that's
for you.
stupid. Uh-huh.
On the drain board,
Uh-huh.
there is 10 giant thermos cups.
Okay, but all this whole okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Let me ask you a question. When you went there, if you were Liz, would you have started cleaning?
Noelle.
Why are they cleaning?
Noelle, I wrote it right down here. I said,
Yeah.
the house is a mess.
Yeah.
Let the fruit rot.
Right. Why are you throwing out the watermelon? Let that shit crack open.
Oh my God, let it explode. Let him ping him in the head.
It's so weird to me. So it's like his mother's like doing his dishes. I mean, her mother, what are you doing?
Okay, so he doesn't want her to curse around the dogs too.
Okay. I mean, he's just being
LOL.
stupid. Right.
Yeah, but leave the rotten food. So she said that there's slime under the air fryer. Is that her air fryer?
I don't think so. But here's the thing. It's not her watermelon. So why are you throwing it out?
Why are you throwing out the
know?
garbage?
Right. You
Well,
go
I
there.
would poop in the garbage.
I would poop and not flush it. You know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah,
are you
like,
doing?
Stop.
Yeah, that
Okay.
it's like, again, you're trying to like prove something to him that he needs you.
Yes. So
Yeah.
he said that once she gets her stuff out, he's going to hire a professional crew to quote unquote cleanse the house.
But it's also like, I don't think he's wrong because it's like, just get your stuff and leave. It takes you a month to come back and get your stuff. Just fucking get your stuff and leave.
Yeah, but also, Ed, walk out.
Right. I mean, he's sitting there to bust chops.
Right.
Which
So
is
now they're fighting
ridiculous.
about the rent, which is not very clear why.
Right. So she didn't pay her portion of the rent.
Yeah.
But he said
He was,
like,
I think he said, like, if you get your stuff out, like, you don't have to pay rent.
right. And she's
And
like,
she's
okay, so
like-
I said I would get it out by the 9th or whatever.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, I pay rent here too. It's like, Liz, this isn't a good argument. Just get out.
She's looking to stay. It's like she thinks they're gonna get back together. I think she thought like she would go there and he'd be like, I miss you.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
And then she brings her mom and he says, quote, I didn't expect 2 for the price of 1.
Okay, but that's funny.
I know, but now also he tells her mother that she should have done a better job raising her. Noelle, I'm going to go back to my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Quote from Tracey.
Mm-hmm.
Her mom did a bad job raising her.
You're not wrong. You're just
So,
not wrong.
She abandoned Liz when she was little, I guess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Ed abandoned her daughter,
Uh-huh.
his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was actually pretty funny. So he's trying to get her mom like really upset and he's trying to get her really upset.
Yeah.
So he's like, you did a bad job raising her. You abandoned her. And then Liz, I'm like, bravo. She's like,
Mhm.
that's why his daughter doesn't talk to him.
Yep.
He also abandoned his daughter. That's exactly what I would have said.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But also he wants to keep Riley in his life. He wants to still have
He's
a
just saying,
relationship with
he's
Liz.
saying that. Yeah, that's what he's saying.
Please.
He's lying.
Please.
Whatever. I would have said that too.
Yeah, of course. Me too. I would have been like, I love
I
your
miss
daughter.
her. Oh my God. I
miss
can't
her
believe
so
that you're
much.
taking her from me.
Right. Uh-huh. You're taking the dogs from her. That's even worse. Ed is taking the dogs from Liz's arms.
Okay. Well, guess what?
Hmm?
If she could put her infant child on a plane to fly
Yeah.
to Mars
Yeah.
by herself, she can let Ed have the dogs.
Okay.
Liz is so broken
Yeah.
that she doesn't actually have emotions. That's why when she cries, I'm like, please.
Him finding her to date, it was like a perfect storm. Like
Oh, I mean, they should have gotten married. They were actually the best couple ever.
Mm-hmm.
So he spills a whole smoothie. This is a whole, I would
looks
say,
like barf.
58-ounce smoothie on his carpet in his bedroom.
And he doesn't care. He's giggling. He's like, I knew that would happen.
Well, her mother said that Ed will go to purgatory hell.
I'm not really sure what that is.
I think that's two separate places.
Yeah, I think there's purgatory and there's hell, if there is such a thing. But
no, there is. I've been to hell. I lived there for a long time.
Oh yeah, you know what?
5
I was
years.
there. I was there. I lived there in a handbasket, actually.
I did. I don't know about that smoothie that Ed made.
Me neither.
That was not a smoothie that I would like because Noelle. This show is sponsored by Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Me and Noelle love going to Tropical Smoothie Cafe because Tropical Smoothie Cafe believes that you deserve a getaway every day, not just once a year.
Yeah, I mean, I want to get away every day. I could even do every other day, but not once a year.
No. Summer mocktail smoothies are here for a limited time at Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Mocktail hour on the pool deck is a sip away. Nothing says summer like a tropical mocktail smoothie. Fan favorites Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito smoothies are on deck at Tropical Smoothie Cafe for a limited time. Does it get more refreshing than that?
No.
Join Tropical Smoothie Cafe for pineapple, mango, and watermelon soiree all summer long. Grab a refreshing Island Punch, Mango Berry Cosmo, and Watermelon Mojito mocktail smoothie, and meet us poolside.
Tracey loves being poolside.
I do. And you know what?
What?
Celebrate National Smoothie Day with Tropical Smoothie Cafe. Tropic Rewards members get a free smoothie on June 21st with a bowl or food purchase. You can order in the app, online, or in cafe. You're on Tropic time now.
Awesome.
Yeah. Moving on to Angela and Michael.
Okay. So I just want to say this. Number one, this a little bit confused me watching this.
Okay, this is definitely very confusing. But
yes.
I will also say something.
But so Angela's always been disgusting, right?
Always.
She's always been, and that a lot of that is her personality. And it's not even about the way she dresses or whatever. A lot of it is her personality. She has suddenly gotten really old.
Yeah, that's what like she lost a ton of weight.
No, I know, but we saw her after she lost weight. Something is so fucking off about her. She has like aged rapidly.
Yes.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
Also, this is another thing I want to say about Angela.
Yeah.
Everything that she does is the worst.
But she's not wrong.
She's not wrong.
It's her presentation. It's her delivery. It's all of that. It's like, if you didn't flip out, sometimes with Jasmine too, if you didn't flip out and scream at the top of your lungs all the time, you'd be a lot more credible.
But now here's the other problem. You're not going to leave him anyway. So why are we even doing this?
Right. Because apparently he came to America.
Right.
So why do we play these games? What's with the I'm done.
I know.
Why do we do this?
She's mad that he said that she can leave while he waits. And he said that he's like, listen, the reason I said that you could leave is because I actually no one said 2 weeks. I said 2 weeks because about what I saw in the social media group.
He's a bad liar.
Oh my God. This guy tells on himself instantly.
Why would you tell her I said 2 weeks? Why say anything?
She wants to see his phone. And she found some weird scam text
about
piggy bank accounts. So I Googled this and like, this is a thing in Nigeria.
Okay. So when she said a piggy bank account, when she was saying to him, hey, are you putting money aside for when you come to America in case I kick you out? Now, doing something like that, I don't think is wrong because she is psychotic and she will kick him out.
Yeah, you should have your money.
Right. But she doesn't want him to because she doesn't want him to have any independence.
Sure.
But I don't think this is the same thing, right? Is that? I don't know what this is.
What do you mean?
Well, because you said piggy bank account is a thing. So what is that?
So I think it's kind of like those, you know, like where even in America, people do these things where it's like, okay, guys, everyone's going to put $100 in. And then like week 1, you're going to get 10 grand. Week 2, I think it's something like that. I couldn't really understand it, but apparently I Googled piggy bank Nigeria and it's like, I don't know, it's like a thing.
Because I have seen stuff like that, like on social media.
Yes.
Even like I've had like friends post, like, okay, let's all put in $50 and then you get 7,000.
Sure.
Like, what?
Yeah. It doesn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah.
So she said that she's going to hire someone to figure out what it is.
Okay. Who are you going to hire?
Who are you going to hire?
Ghostbusters. Who are you going to hire? Tracey?
You can hire me because I didn't even really do a good job of Googling.
Yeah, I was just confused about this because I was wondering what you thought because I don't think there's anything wrong with him having his own money.
You're talking about something that's rational and reasonable.
Right.
But
Right.
also remember something. He is hiding it from her.
It's like, okay, if you're gonna hide things, you
Do a
have
better job.
excuses set up too.
Do a
just
better
in
job of
case.
hiding.
Do a better right. Actually, hide
Delete
it
your
then.
text messages. Stop.
Right. Come on.
But that's my problem with Michael too, because it's like, I don't know, he is lying. So I don't know what to tell you. And it's like, well, you have to lie to Angela. It's like, well, then don't be with her.
Well, I know that you have to lie to Angela, but this is some kind of scam. I just don't understand what it is.
Well, she finds a group, I guess on WhatsApp called Paradise Men, and he is the group admin. And he says he's helping other people. And she says, quote, you have no goddamn business helping, and throws a drink at him.
Well, he made it seem like he was learning about stuff for his visa from this group, which is a good excuse.
Sure.
But then why is it called Paradise? I find that so funny.
Okay, it's so funny, but like also she's not wrong.
She's
One
not,
more
but then
time.
you throw your drink at him and then you lose me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Totally agreed. Okay, so now it's a WhatsApp group, and he says that he explains it. He's like not even doing a good job.
No.
He's like, it's called Paradise Group because US is paradise.
Oh, sure.
Oh my God. So she gets in a cab.
Mm-hmm. Smokes 100 cigarettes about it.
He made me laugh out loud. And
Why,
I hated that I laughed out loud.
When she told the guy to leave?
She told the guy to leave, and then she said to Michael, see you later, Paradise Administrator. And I'm like, and I'm back.
That would be my nickname for him for the rest of his life.
Paradise Administrator. I mean,
Forever.
I could have married him at the altar, and I would have been like, do you, Paradise Administrator, take me, Angela?
Call him PA for short. Yes.
Every day, all day long for the rest of his life.
Me too.
Angela takes his phone and she looks at this group chat.
Mm-hmm.
This is Nigerian men with older American women that seem to be a little plump.
Right. So basically, it looks like a picture of Angela.
Right.
Right. But what I didn't understand was, are the guys sending this to each other?
Yes.
Okay. That's what I was.
Yes. Then they're laughing and laughing and
right.
laughing.
Oh, God. That's so funny.
Then she's like, this is a picture of money. He's sending money. I don't think that's how you send money.
I don't think that's how you send
remember
money.
when I sent you a picture of a $20 bill?
But that's what I mean. Tracey, you got 100 lying around?
Yeah, hold on. Let me take a picture of it. I'll send it to you.
It's like, I don't actually think that's how you send money.
She said that he's charging these guys
right,
so that he could be the admin. Then she claims that he has a whore ring. Then they're talking about how to cash in on your girlfriend's life insurance
and her tax stuff?
Oh God. And then I was like, Michael.
Yeah.
That's uploaded
crazy.
her tax returns to this group.
But right then it's like, oh no, we're getting divorced and I'm leaving. Like there's no coming back from that.
No.
So
911.
Yeah, that's the thing. And she's like, she's gonna report him to the whatever.
You're not gonna report him to anything. You're gonna do
not,
nothing.
but it's
You're
like
gonna take
he
it to
uploaded
America.
your taxes. Go ahead, explain that away.
Yes.
Explain it away.
What? Because you like the paradise taxes?
Right.
What? You're showing them how to fill out a form?
I would be like, this guy's gonna kill me for my life insurance.
I can't take it.
It's confusing.
Speaking of killing someone, let's talk about Gino and Jasmine.
Okay, so not much happens here.
Jasmine is dressed as if she is on the prairie.
Okay, I'm telling you, she has this new look now. I don't know if she's embracing her Michigan life.
Well, I mean, she's embracing her Pennsylvania life.
I think that she's trying to honestly like make herself less attractive now to show him how depressed she is.
I guess.
Yeah.
She said that he's a really bad parker. That was pretty funny.
I mean, that's funny though. It's like sick burn.
They go to this appliance store and they're talking about how the washing machine broke. They need to buy a new washing machine.
Right.
He's mad that he could buy the washing machine but not pay the pageant money.
Yeah, but then he says that he paid the pageant money.
Because Uncle Marco told him to. Because Uncle Marco, but also he rats Uncle Marco out. And says Uncle Marco basically said to shut you up, I should pay the pageant.
Right. And then she's, oh God, she loves Uncle Marco so much.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, he shouldn't have said anything. Why couldn't you act like it was your idea to pay for it?
Everyone is so stupid.
Right. Why can't this be your idea?
She said that he's manipulating her and that she's trying to train her like a dog. Okay, I got to tell you, she has a little bit of a point.
Why do you think that?
Because he loves to hold things over her head. He loves to hold things over her head. He manipulated her by holding back the money from this pageant.
See, and in my mind, it's like he just had to be convinced by like, here's the thing. I don't think he respects women because I think he had to
Yeah.
be convinced by a man to tell him it was a
Yeah.
good idea.
Yeah, that's also
what
manipulation.
I think. Yeah.
He said that he wants more credit. He wants her to thank him more. And then he calls her bitchy. He says that if she said something about like a real man wouldn't do this. And he said, like,
Yeah.
a real woman wouldn't be so
Right.
bitchy. And it's
Right.
like,
And then she's like, what are you
"Ugh,
doing with me? And he's like, good question.
this is like not nice."
So this is why, spoiler alert, like they're not together anymore.
Good.
Yeah. Because
Good.
as much as again, she's not credible because of the way she flips out, but she's not wrong
She's
in a lot of
not
things
wrong.
that she says. Yeah.
Well, speaking of not being wrong, let's talk about Sophie and Rob.
Tracey, these two, I can't believe they're together.
They're not. Well, they are, but they're
Well,
not.
no. But you know what I mean?
I
Like
know.
watching this, it's like, why are you even trying? Because
You
like
don't
you
even
don't
like
like
each
each
other.
other.
All right. So
Yeah.
apparently, whatever Tori said about her, Rob went back and told her.
Right. And then Rob was like, I was defending you because you're my woman. It's like,
Okay. Wow.
mm-mm.
Her mother is talking about how Tori told Rob that she's using him. And she's like, if I was using him, quote, I would choose someone who has money and a green and a bathroom.
I mean, she's not wrong.
So funny.
But also, like Claire, I guess this is the first time I really realized how out to lunch she is. This whole
I mean,
episode of her,
yeah, it's like, what is
she's
she even
off
talking
the
about?
wall? Yeah.
So she wants Sophie to move back to London.
I mean, I think that's a lot.
And she says that if she moves to London, then that Claire
Then
will move
she'll
to
move
London,
to
but she
London.
doesn't want to. How
Right.
do
And
these
then
people just move to all these countries?
apparently they have some kind of money.
No,
I mean,
know,
listen,
but like
Claire,
legally, how do you just move to all these countries? Isn't it
well,
harder
I mean,
than that?
she definitely has citizenship there
Yeah,
because that's where they're
right.
from.
Right,
But
but
I
why
don't-
is she? How does she move to Mexico? You could just move to Mexico. I don't know.
Also, like, I mean this in no ignorant way. Isn't living in Mexico like really scary?
No, not necessarily. There's a lot of areas in Mexico that have a lot of Americans that live there too. It's like a very
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I had a few friends move to Mexico City.
Because I have to tell you, I don't really know anything about it. The only thing you hear, just like with America, the only thing you
Sure.
hear about anything is the bad stuff.
Yeah,
So
no,
you
no,
hear
people went
like
to Mexico.
Americans go there and then they're like held for ransom. You know, like you hear this
Yeah.
stuff and it's scary. I mean, that is real.
No, sure,
Yeah.
but this is like probably Mexico City or
Sure,
something.
sure.
They're not like moving to, the cartel.
Yeah, I mean, from what you see, it's pretty scary. But
Well,
yes, also
we are
if
not that
you-
lucky to have Claire captured.
But also, Claire, why are you living in Mexico in general now?
This is what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't know. So her mom said that all of her clothes are really slutty. True story.
I mean, she's not wrong. I love it. It's like your Fashion Nova Express
Yeah.
came.
Your Temu AliExpress outfits came.
Yes.
So
Also,
Sophie-
Sophie's hair, Tracey. She
If I
stopped
were
with the wig.
London, if I were London, I would be like, here's the thing. I get that you have
Mhm.
citizenship here, but no, thank you.
Right. You don't have to do this.
You have to do your hair before you come back.
It's very, and also her lips, the overlining is getting worse.
That is how you contract mental illness.
Yeah. Well, no, that's how you show your mental illness.
Yeah, that's how you track it. The
Remember
more and more-
Devin?
yeah, of course. The more and more you overline your lips, that's how you know.
Yeah, it's getting worse.
So they're waiting for Rob at this restaurant, and this is cicada heaven.
I know.
I like
I know
it.
we don't have that here right now.
Not right now. So she said that he's so much nicer when he's drunk. She hopes that she's drunk forever.
That's a great thing to say.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not nicer, I'm just funner. And it's like, I guess that's the
Great.
same thing.
So Claire said that.
Also-
Yeah.
Natalie's Josh, and
Uh-huh.
Rob are like best friends now.
Really?
So they travel together. They're traveling together right now. They posted a video. I'm going to post a reel tomorrow because it's very funny. Josh seems like a very silly goose.
Yeah.
They're lip syncing to In Sync together and they're
Oh my
dancing
God.
like a boy band.
Oh, I want to see him.
And I recorded it. It's Josh, Rob, and then Josh's business partners, but they're
Ah.
like traveling everywhere together.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
that's nice, I guess.
Mhm.
Claire said that Rob upset Sophie at the costume shop, and she's like, "Oh, well, he didn't mean to." And Claire's like, "Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is toxic."
Right. But also, you were so upset that day, and now you're not
Uh-huh.
upset about it anymore.
He said that two people should work things out, and Claire's like, "Listen, Sophie can leave you if she's being mistreated."
Yeah, of course.
And
But
she said that,
Sophie, it's like she sees it and then she forgets.
yes, and
Yeah.
Claire said there's no hope unless Rob gets in an accident and bangs his head. And she said, "Quote, you are a horrible, nasty person to my daughter."
Yeah. See, here's the thing. Again, this is the theme of this episode.
Yeah.
Not wrong, but the
Yeah.
attacking like
The
that,
yelling, and then she's crying.
you're gonna turn your daughter against you.
She calls him a gaslighter twat.
Yeah. I mean, she's not wrong, but your daughter's gonna start hating you soon.
Right. But also the other part of it is that her mother's hysterical, and I just don't understand what you are fighting about. Because nothing actually really happened. You're just saying they shouldn't be together. Why are you screaming?
So while I was watching this, I'm like, I wonder if
Like, I
Tracey
can't
is going
follow
to
the
tell
fight.
me how the fight started.
Nope.
Because I can't figure it
Nope.
out. Okay, good. Makes me feel
No.
better. Makes me feel
Nope.
better.
I
Because
was
I'm like,
hoping you were going to tell me.
sometimes I think I'm like, am I not paying attention?
I wrote, I do not understand.
Okay, good.
Speaking of not understanding, let's talk about Patrick and Thais.
Okay.
They're not having this party at the ranch because it's too much to pay, and they're going to do a party without rocks.
So did they say, because I didn't think they said it, but did they say in English how much it would be for, like, how much he's trying to charge them to rent the place out? Because later on they said, I don't know, like 80,000, but I'm like, that's obviously not it's not in US dollars. So I'm curious as to what it was.
He said that he'll give it to them for free, but they have to make all these repairs.
Right.
So he's like, well, how am I going to make money if you're not going to do all these repairs?
Make money off that gorgeous, adorable baby.
Oh, I love that baby.
That's the cutest baby ever.
Well, she said her dad wouldn't do that.
Yeah, so go to Carlos's house.
Okay. Jose lives in the apartment 100% when they're not there.
Okay, he does his laundry.
He does his laundry there. Don't you live 2 hours away on a ranch?
Right.
You don't have a rock in a bucket?
He lives there.
He lives there.
He does. He lives there.
He lives in their apartment, and that's why he wants it fixed up, and that's why he loves that they rent it, because they just pay his bills.
Right. He doesn't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
He probably never even uses the ranch.
You commute from the ranch to do your laundry?
That's the thing. It's like, you don't have a laundromat closer?
Do you think that maybe it would be cheaper to buy your own washer dryer and put it on your ranch?
I'm going to say yes.
Than to drive 5 hours a day?
And he's been doing it for like a year. Yeah.
Oh God, that was so funny.
Yeah.
Patrick's like, why? You wouldn't let me do your laundry at your house if my washer broke? He's like, yeah, not for like a year.
Yeah, it's so true though.
So they want to get rid of the apartment.
There. Yeah.
But Patrick doesn't. Thais does.
So watching this, when Patrick was like, he's the only parent I have left, I didn't know that Patrick's mom had died. So when he first said it, I'm like, we met your mom. I mean, his mother was batshit too, but I didn't know that his mom had died. Remember when his mom was on the show?
No.
On their season, the mom was on, and she was like, she had like 10 kids with like 10 guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I remember her. She was like real, like Trailer or OR. Right. I'm not really sure how to spell the last 2 letters.
ER is fine.
Okay.
Oh, I think OR is the
movie,
the British version.
Oh, okay, like color, COLOUR.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Like standing in line, standing in queue. So here's the other thing.
Yeah,
we don't mention John has a girlfriend, fiance, nothing.
So, okay, I did see that John posted on Instagram. I just happened to come across this. He was like, people think we broke up, and then he like kissed her.
Yeah.
But it's so weird. First of all, she is rapidly getting worse looking.
Yeah, I know.
But I am wondering too why they don't talk about her at all. And I'm surprised she let him go away with them.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Yeah.
All right. So their families are meeting for the first time.
Don't you think that's weird too, that their families are meeting for the first time? Both of your families live in Brazil?
Yeah, but he lives on a ranch 2.5 hours away.
Or in an apartment right in the city.
But he can't say that. Jose comes first.
Right.
And then Thais's mother and grandmother?
It's her mother. It's the mother and grandmother. Tracey, what do you think about her mom?
I think her mother is terrible. So apparently
her and Carlos bumping uglies?
No, I love Carlos. Carlos is my boyfriend.
But that's what I'm saying. He's so hot.
I'm Thais's mom.
I'll be Thais's mom. He's so hot.
When her mother left her when she was 11.
That's sad. And then her mom like abandoned her.
Mm-hmm. John yells loud talking to them. This is hilarious.
Oh my God. I love him.
So funny.
This is what you do.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Not only do I think Carlos is guapo.
Muy
guapo.
Muy guapo.
I think that Carlos is hilarious because
so do I.
Meets Jose and he pats his belly.
But he also he liked John right away.
Yeah, he was silly.
Right. And it's like,
Well, because he
so,
probably, when he FaceTimes with Thais, John's probably there.
right.
That's why he said, "Oh, is this the loud guy?" And he goes, "You're
Can't be
not going to
loud
make any
here.
noise now."
You know what? It's like watching this. It's like Patrick is such a little bitch.
Yeah, he is.
He's like sitting there, like making faces because
Mhm.
John and Carlos, like if you had a little personality, John has a lot of personality. If you had a
Yes.
little personality, it would go a long way with Carlos, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, because John doesn't even speak a lick of Portuguese,
I know.
and they get along so well.
Yep. Now let's talk about Kobe and Emily. There's nothing to talk about.
His girlfriend doesn't show up. His ex-girlfriend
Two
doesn't show up.
fake girls are
Yeah.
decoys at Catfish Park.
Yeah, sexy
She's-
decoys in the green room of Catfish Park.
She's not coming. He said, basically, here's the thing. I never broke up with my girlfriend. I stopped. He ghosted her.
Right.
He
I ghosted her when you
her.
got pregnant.
He ghosted her before that.
But who cares?
Then he got her pregnant. He said they hadn't communicated in a while.
Right.
He
So
said, no more questions.
So here's what bothers me.
Mhm.
She goes, basically like, I don't want to, before our wedding day, like, I want to know the truth. Before
You're right. You're married.
Yeah,
Also,
before
she
your
said
wedding
that
day.
she's so upset that this happened right before their wedding. Guess what? Nothing happened. You started asking him about his ex-girlfriend right before your wedding. That's what happened.
What?
That's what happened.
Now, what happened if his ex-girlfriend would have shown up and she
Mhm.
would have been like,
We're
yeah,
still
he
together.
ghosted me, or like, yeah, he never dumped me, or we were together. What would have Emily? You were going to now not marry him in an African way? Would you have divorced him in America? You know what I mean?
Would you do American Divorce?
Because you have another baby now. I saw her. Her name is
See,
Scarlett.
I
Uh-huh.
would have given my 2 kids up for adoption.
That's harsh. Just over this, over a
Mhm.
girl.
Whatever. If that was, listen, I don't really care, but if
Mhm.
I cared that much, it's like, if you're not going to give your kids up for adoption and get divorced, I don't want to hear about it, Emily.
Oh, Tracey.
Yeah, but Emily, exactly what you said. What are you going to do?
Yeah,
Are you
it's
gonna get
so
divorced?
true.
If you're not going to give your kids up for adoption and get
Right.
divorced, then shut up.
Then why do we care? But also,
Shut
why do
up.
we care?
No,
Why do we care?
I wouldn't do any. I would do nothing.
So
I wouldn't have asked these questions because who cares?
Do you think it's real? I don't know. Why are
I
they
don't
on to
think it's
season
real. The
2?
only thing I would have been like, can I see a picture of your ex-girlfriend? I want to know if she's pretty.
Me too.
Because if she's not pretty, then you think I'm ugly. That's it.
Right. I wouldn't want to know what she looks like. Yes, that's
That's it.
about it. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'd be like, I hope she's pretty, because otherwise I'm gonna feel like you think I'm gross.
But also, of course, she wasn't going to show up. He was like, I'm going to come with my wife and confront you about something.
On camera.
Right. Yeah. of
She
course
wants to
she's not
know
gonna
all
show
the
up.
details. She's like, oh, what? No habla.
I like when there was
Nice.
2 girls walking, and then
Yeah, she's
Emily's like,
which one?
she's like, which one? Tell me right now which one it is. And it's like, that would have been me. I would have been like, she bought a fucking friend? Tell me which one it is. Uh-huh.
All right. Well, moving on to Manuel and Ashley.
Okay. I have mixed feelings about this too.
Okay. I don't know what's actually happening though.
I know, right. And I don't really know what's real.
So he said that he's upset about her debt and he wants her to pay her debt and not spend all this money on things.
Right.
He calls her irresponsible. So they go to the food co-op and she's like,
This
I
is a
told-
weird store.
Yeah, food co-ops are always weird. You have to like
I've never
belong to
seen
them.
one.
Yeah, there's one in Brooklyn. You have to like belong to it. It's very strange. And you also have to work
Really?
at it sometimes to belong to it.
Like volunteer?
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Yeah. We could do that.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. I wish Food Emporium did that. I'd go work the
Oh,
fucking
God.
croissant counter once a week.
I would want to work the croissant counter too, but I would also tell every customer that I was gluten free.
Yeah, and you would also be like, I'm allergic to sesame seeds, so I'm not touching those rolls.
Okay, go ahead. Order. I'm doing the food co-op. I'm working at Food Emporium. And you
Okay.
come up, you want a seated roll.
Okay. Bop, bop, bop. Hi.
Hi.
I would like 2 of these rolls right here, the semolina seeded rolls,
Oh, I'm actually allergic to sesame. No, thank you. Next.
but they're here. So they're here for me to buy.
Oh, I'm actually gluten free. No, thank you. Next. I think I'm
So you
actually
wouldn't
gonna
sell me anything?
Frank, can you come to the bakery area? Someone wants to buy a seeded roll. It has gluten and seeds, and you know that that's a no-no for me.
You know what you would do?
What?
I know you so well. If you worked there, you would make sure now they carry gluten free. They would have
Yeah.
to do gluten free.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't allow sesame seeds. You'd be like, we're not allowed to have sesame
not allowed
seed
to have
rolls
sesame
anymore.
seeds.
Nobody likes them anyway. You would do a fake petition.
Okay, it would be real. And also I would have the kind of gloves on that they use when they inseminate cows.
Oh, I don't know what those gloves are.
They're like up to
They're
your
the ones that come up
shoulders.
to your shoulder. Right. Okay. Yes, I actually do know what they are.
And be like, I'll
That
touch
would be
anything you
you.
want. Yeah.
That's
Okay.
so
So a
funny.
food cooperative or food co-op is a food distribution outlet organized as a cooperative rather than a private or public company. Food cooperatives are usually consumer cooperatives where the decisions regarding the production and distribution of its food are chosen by its members. Food co-ops can have a wide range of benefits in addition to providing good food for you and your local community and increases access to affordable fruit and vegetables and other healthy foods, and it helps raise awareness for the benefits of eating a healthy diet.
Interesting. I have never heard of this place in my whole life. I didn't even know
Yeah.
they were here.
We have them.
And you work there a
I
little
tried
bit
to buy
be
a kombucha one
member.
time at a food co-op in
And
Brooklyn.
what
And
happened?
they were like, I'm sorry, who are you? And I was like, who are you? I'm in a grocery store.
Do you have
And
to
they were
like
like,
show your ID or whatever
yeah,
when you walk
you
in,
have to be
like
a member. You have to be a
Costco?
member. No, but you can't check out. You have to be a member. And I was like, but I need this kombucha. This is a 911 emergency. And they were like, oh no,
Yeah.
thank you.
Is it expensive?
I think it's supposed to be cheaper.
No. Is the membership expensive?
Well, I think to be a member, you have to volunteer.
That's Tracey.
Oh, there's an episode of Broad City about this too.
Tracey, this is great. You just blew my mind because
Yeah.
I'm watching this and I'm like, what store is
Yeah.
this?
So there's an episode of Broad City where they worked in a food co-op, and I think like the one girl couldn't go, so the other girl went in her place and like faked her identity, and it was like this big like no.
I would love to know, okay, in Food Emporium, where would you actually work? Where, like, what would be your thing?
I guess dairy. It's like the best temperature.
That's the coldest area. I don't know if you'd
It's the coldest area.
survive.
Here's the thing. It's the coldest area, but if I work by the deli counter, which I do enjoy, the wind by the deli counter would really take me out.
You'll be in a Bon Jovi
Yeah.
video.
My hair would be blowing around. I would have to have a scarf on, like Richie Sambora. So at least if I worked in the dairy aisle with Omar and his uncle, who said hello to us.
Yeah, but you always say dairy is scary. His uncle was so happy to see us today. He was like, "How are you?" You're like, "I'm great." He's like, "That's great."
I would just wear a hoodie. I would wear a light sweatshirt.
Yeah, because I wouldn't want to be checkout there. I
don't want to be checkout. Too many people are
of the
sick.
neighborhood.
No.
No, but also I can't check out the neighborhood people there.
No, it's me and the dairy.
Why are you buying this?
Me and the dairy. But you really can't hide behind the dairy because you're right out there.
Well, I don't want to work in like the meat locker. That I don't want to work.
I don't want to work in the meat locker. I do not want to work by the fish. Maybe I could work by the buffet food, but they don't have anyone working there. But maybe I could be the first. And everyone that walked by, I'd be like, "Hello, do you want some buffet food?"
You'd be like, "Do you want to eat at my birthday buffet?"
Oh God, guys, if you want to hear more about this, go to patreon.com/trash talk podcast. Okay. So they're at this food co-op and she's like, I told you I had $100,000 of debt. I thought I told you. LOL, Ashley.
Here's the thing. You know that you didn't tell him. She's like,
she's like,
I think he has a bad memory.
I have another boyfriend.
Yeah. Must be nice.
All right. So now this is where you lose me because I think it's the editing. So his family needs $300. By the way, she is wearing a golden pearl choker to the food co-op.
Oh, interesting. The only thing I noticed was
like pearls hanging down.
I noticed that it was pitch black outside. I'm like, I feel like this must be like winter in Rochester.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So she said that he's like, my family needs $300. So she's like, so on top of the $1,000 I gave you, they need $300. And she's like, for what? He goes like, kind of mind your own business.
See, but that's the thing. Where did the $1,000 go?
What does he need the 300 for? And why did he tell her then and there?
Right. And basically like his brother hit him up. It was like the family needs it. So that's fine. But where did the $1,000 go? That's what I want to know. And also I would be mad because it's like, okay, I understand that I have to pay for everything right now. That's fine.
Sure.
But if
And we lost Noelle. Are you back, Noelle? Okay. We totally lost her. I don't know what her point was going to be, but guess what? The podcast is over anyway, so that's totally fine.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, there she is. Okay, what was your point?
Oh,
you said if I was gonna, and then you froze.
Oh, yeah. Okay. If I had a husband that I had to support in this way until he could work, and I gave him $1,000, I would be like, now you don't send this entire thing to your family because you also need some spending money, whatever. You
Sure.
can't just send every dollar I
Sure.
give you to your family.
Yeah.
That's what it would annoy me. Because like if
Totally.
I give you $200, don't send $200. Send 100.
Well, this is stuff that should have been talked about, so that's why I don't feel that bad.
Yeah, I just don't understand why on earth she turned. Were you and I talking about this? A vacation hookup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you turn a vacation hookup into a husband? Right. That's what we were talking about with Victoria.
Why'd you turn your
on
hoe
Teen
into a
Mom.
housewife?
Right.
Yeah.
Hoes don't
I don't
act
know.
right.
Well, someone left us a really nice review. I have no business listening. I tried watching 90 Day Fiancé a couple years ago, and I immediately searched for a podcast that would be trash talking it because it was so painful, and I found this gem. A week in, I stopped watching 90 Day Fiancé, but I love listening to Tracey and Noelle talk about it. I haven't missed an episode. I also never fail to sing along with the whole theme song, and I have started saying hi, hello, and goodbye forever a lot. Keep up the good work, ladies.
Goodbye forever. That's our favorite.
Thank
But
you,
here's
She
the
Reels
problem.
99.
Here's the problem. We say that to a lot of people, and they don't know what to make of
Oh,
it.
people don't like when we say goodbye forever.
Yeah, I'm like leaving. I'm like, okay, goodbye forever, and they're like, forever.
Yeah, forever. Just don't question me. Goodbye.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know me. You don't know where I'm moving.
Follow the podcast at 90 Day Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. Follow Noelle at Noe Girl on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. I am at Trixie Tuzini on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. If you're listening to this on audio and you want to watch it on YouTube, go to YouTube, Trash Talk Podcast. Follow us on TikTok, Trash Talk Podcast. TraceyCarnazzo.com for everything I just mentioned today, including my stand-up comedy tour dates. TraceyCarnazzo.com, TraceyCarnazzo.com. Leave us a 5-star rating and an amazing review on whatever platform you listen to us on, and maybe we'll read it. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. Bye.
Bye forever.